if there isn't a handbook already on how to properly tank to get back to where you need to be to have a great future, the OKC Thunder and Sam Presti need to write one. Because after losing Kevin Durant, then losing Russell Westbrook, then losing Paul George, this OKC Thunder team should be dead in the water. But making some great trades, getting back SGA, making a trade for Chris Paul so that SGA and some of the young guys on this team can get the experience of being a playoff team and know what it's like to win. Then developing guys like Lou Dort, then having nearly 22 draft picks for the next couple of years, and then using them on Josh Giddey, somebody who on draft night people said his weakness was literally basketball. But with Josh Giddey's ascension, the OKC Thunder had to sit him for a couple games because he was playing too well. Like, they were winning too many games, or they were playing way too well to get too close to winning some of these games, so they needed to nip that shit in the bud because they needed to get a top 5 pick this draft. That's how good the band was playing. But before I get started, hi, I'm FLB. I've been making content for a little minute now, and it seemed to be starting taking a little bit of a jump. People seem to really be enjoying the content. So if you've already been here and you know what the content's like, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You know what to do here. If you're new here, I upload 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes 5 times a week. We talk about all different topics, all different teams here. And if you need a fix of basketball, since, you know, we don't have meaningful basketball for a while now in the offseason, hit that subscribe button. I love if you join the gang. But in this draft, the OKC Thunder pulled off something incredible. With the second pick in the NBA draft, they picked up Chet Holmgren. No surprise there. He's been tied to the OKC Thunder for a while. And with Chet, even though Chet has, I guess, the stigma of the tall, skinny guy that's going to get pushed around in the league that may not be able to put on weight, for the OKC Thunder right now, they're not looking to win immediately. So that gives Chet time to work on his body and get to where he needs to be. But even then, the things he brings to the OKC Thunder being pretty good rim protection and so far what seems like a pretty elite shooter for his size, those are both two things that the OKC Thunder need drastically, as the OKC Thunder this past season was literally the worst 3-point shooting team in the NBA, one of the worst teams at allowing second chance points, and again, one of the worst teams at allowing points in the paint. And Chet Holmgren, when he comes in, fits every single one of that mold to fix those problems. And you can't expect him to immediately come in and just be that guy. Of course, I think he is type of a project that's to reach his full potential is going to take a couple years, or to really see what his true potential is going to take at least a year or two. But the immediate impact that he can bring to this team is something that shouldn't be scoffed at. Not to mention being put in a pick and roll with somebody like Josh Giddey, who should be improving his outside shot. But even if that doesn't come through immediately this season, just Josh Giddey's ability to penetrate, change speeds in the pick and roll, and find guys with the utmost accuracy in the fast break and in the pick and roll. So I think it's safe to say we already know the center point of their offense that's going to be this next season, and I think we already know what OKC's next dynamic duo is going to be in Josh Giddey and Chet Holmgren. But even with these two, the guy that interests me as much as Chet on this team is Jalen Williams. Because even though he is older than most people would like for a top draft pick, I never looked into that really. Jalen Williams almost fits every single thing this team needs. They don't need another ball handler since they have SGA and Josh Giddey, but he does have the ability to get his own shot at times. He's a very good jump shooter, or he developed into one. He has the size and he has the length to be a pretty good defender in the league, but the lateral quickness and sometimes fervor to play defense really isn't there as much as other guys. But overall, he has a lot of size at the shooting guard spot. He's a great shooter, and he has the defensive tools to get better at the next level. So right now, these are the two guys that I really look forward to watching on this OKC team. And to be honest, the only thing that truly worries me about the OKC Thunder is the amount of players that they do have on this team that need to be developed. I mean, right now, you can probably kiss the Pokusevski minutes goodbye with Chet Holmgren here and a lot of the pieces that they already have to develop. I think there's guys that have a lot of potential on this team, like a Trey Mann, like an Aaron Wiggins, that if they given or put in the right system and given the time, they can definitely develop into something nice. But right now, with this team primarily looking to probably develop somebody like Shea, Josh Giddey, Chet, and maybe Jalen, since I think he came into some of the more potential on this team. A lot of these guys aren't going to get the minutes that they do need to really get up there. And I think they're probably going to be looked at as the trade pieces to send to other teams, but I don't think teams really know just how good these guys can be if they don't get the minutes that they need. And the guys I'm talking about are guys like Darius Bazley, Trey Mann, Kendrick Williams, Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Roby. There's just a lot of really good young talent on this team. But also the good part of being that oversaturated with a lot of talent is that this season, if some of these guys do prove that they can be the centerpiece, if Josh Giddey, Chet, Shea, all prove that they can be the centerpiece for this team, I think you look at guys like a Pokusevski, a Trey Mann, a Darius Bazley, and the rest of them as the trade pieces for when this team shows that they're only one piece away from truly contending. Those are the guys you use in the trade market to really pull in a superstar level player. But overall, this team, amazing future, amazing draft night. Players that not only fit their need but are overpouring with talent. It could become something so much greater than just role fillers on this team. Overall, OKC did exactly what it needed to do. And again, Sam Presti still has 15 draft picks I think until 2028. So it's absolutely insane just what else they can do. But the world is in the palm of OKC's hands right now. I know a lot of OKC fans probably want Victor Wembanyama next season, but I don't think you need him, and I don't think it's advantageous to keep tanking to pick up guys like that. I think it's definitely time that you give these guys a full season run, see what they can do. If they don't win enough games, okay, you have a chance to get Victor Wembanyama, but if they show the potential that they do have and actually maybe become what I think can be a playoff team in this league, or maybe lower play-in team, I think you can enjoy this team without having a Victor Wembanyama here, and you can look to package some of the draft picks you have left and some of these young guys into getting that young star player to grow with the rest of these guys. And even then, I still haven't talked about the other two draft picks that they picked up in this draft in Ousmane Dieng and Jalen Williams. But Ousmane and Jalen are, I think, two guys that probably be seeing the G League a little bit more than NBA time. Ousmane is a very good point forward, has point guard skills even with his size, but again, his shooting mechanics need a little bit more work, and he does need to get better at finishing around the rim. Overall, he just needs some time to refine his game, and I think G League time is definitely the best time. He's definitely a project. I think he definitely has the potential to be a taller, a little bit more versatile Luke Dort on this team. We all know Luke is an amazing defender, but he is kind of strapped with his size at being 6'3". So overall, not only this OKC team has gotten taller, but they've answered a lot of the calls they needed on more front court play. Reliable scorer down there, somebody that can definitely hit some outside shots but still protect the rim. They got that in Chet. They got reliable shooters in Jalen Williams, and they got a guy like Ousmane Dieng when they needed some wing versatility on this team, since really the only two good wings they have on this team is Darius Bazley and Pokusevski, who are again two other project players. But overall, this team did an amazing job in this draft. They filled out a lot of the kinks in this team. Right now is just all about how this gets put together on the court and how well it does come out. But right now, there isn't too many holes at all overall. This team, they have the shooting. If these guys are able to translate into the NBA game, they have some semblance of rim protection if Chet's able to hold his own against some of the bigger guys with his length and then slowly put on weight over the years. They have the guard play in both Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Josh Giddey if Josh Giddey is able to develop that shot even better. Overall, they're just really good. They have the draft capital to make trades if they need to. They have the young guys to make trades. This team is just pretty much set. I think it's definitely time you just go headfirst into trying to start winning games. Hopefully next season these guys can probably pull out a good 35, maybe close to 500 season, make the play-in maybe, and give the league a little bit of a scare of what's about to come. But I can't see a brighter future in the NBA than the OKC Thunder right now. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. That being said, this FLB, that's my time, and I'm out.